Hello and welcome back to Meal Kit Reviews. The Traverse Pants. Now I don't know about you, but I rushed out and grabbed hold of the strike pants when they came out and I fell madly in love with those. The stretch on those was phenomenal. Then I thought that was about as good as it'll ever get, and then 511 come out with the Traverse Pants. Whereas the strike pants got two-way stretch, this has got four. Right, and I must say that when you first get your hands on these and you try them on, they feel very strange, right, very strange indeed. But the bottom line is, it makes for probably about the best pair of trousers you'll ever lay your hands on. If you're a very mobile and articulate person, right, there is no way that I can possibly find or think of where these would actually withhold any movement or get in the way of that you might want to carry out. Right, they really are that good. But just to give you an idea, if you just bottom of the trouser leg, I mean, you just look at this. Right, now you've got that way and that way, and these really do flex a lot. I mean, if you look at that, that's not under tension, that's under tension. That's got to be a good 1.5 inch movement over a 4-inch piece of fabric. So it just gives you an indication, right, as to how much movement there is in these. Right, I mean, they're just phenomenal. Right, again, like everything with 511, huge amount of attention to detail. Everything you need is here, right, in the pants, right, that I've got in front of me. Right, they're available in two colours. You've got this and khaki. Quite possibly we'll find like what happened with the striped pant. Right, we'll end up with those in black and khaki, and might have been olive drab as well to start with. Now there's about 8 different colour options. This may well go the same way, right, it depends on the popularity of them, right, but I've got to say, right, everything about them I love them, and I'm sure you will. Right, let's stop gassing and let's go for a look round what we've got here. I need to move them around a bit for you. Right, we'll start off up at the top at the waist. Got double buttons, right, one on the inside, one on the outside. YKK zippers on the pockets and on the fly. Got the usual belt loops here, right, they'll easily take a 2-inch belt, right, no problem at all. That's what I normally wear with them. Move around to the slash pockets at the front. We've got the usual slash cut at the bottom here, which is reinforced for clipping on your folded pocket knives or what have you. Right, that's the same both sides. Coming around to the back side of these, right, we've got zip up rear pockets. Right, there's more than enough room there to get your warrant card or your badge in there, right, with no problem at all. Right, and these little garage parks, zipper parks, zipper garages as I call them, right, to pop your zipper pulls in there. The waistband at the back end of these is increased in height, and I've got to say, I ummed and ahed about this. I thought, well, what's the point in it? But after actually wearing them, you find that if you're bending at all, there's none of that worry about exposing yourself, right. Right, that extra height in the back there, right, makes a lot of difference. Right, moving down to the side pockets on the legs, these are great. Right, they're big, right, they sit nice and flat against the leg, they don't bulge, but where it's got the stretch in the fabric, right, they are absolutely voluminous. Right, while we're on the subject of the fabric again, these trousers are 91% nylon and 9% spandex. Right, they're brilliant. Right, inside you've got magazine retention loops. Right, top and bottom. No, they're not. There's something else in there. What's that? Never noticed that. Oh no, it's not. It's just a seam in there. Right, but big enough for M4 stroke M16 magazines up the top, just to keep them in place. Again, both legs are the same. Right, Velcro closure on there. But this is the bit that really makes a big difference. Right, the gusset on these. Right, the gusset goes from ankle to ankle. It's just one continuous piece of fabric right the way through. Right, which helps. I mean, you put the combination of the gusset together with the mechanical stretch of the fabric, and it's really making for the perfect pair of pants. These are very, very lightweight. Right, the one thing I will say, you may find them a bit lightweight for the winter months. But what I can say is we haven't had many really warm days here in the UK so far this year. But what I can say is that I've worn these out on those warm days and they've been brilliant. Right, normally I would steer clear of dark colours if I can on hot sunny days, but where these are so light, and they've got so much stretch in them. They really do allow for a lot of breathability. Around the back of the leg, where it's going to take a bit of extra abuse, right, you've got this, the fabric's doubled up. There aren't any, no, there definitely isn't. I did look for that, I couldn't remember. There aren't any tie loops in the bottom here. If you really needed to, you could always do that yourself. The knees are doubled. Let me just find a knee for you. Right, they are nicely positioned, the same as they are articulated, which again helps with the movement. The only thing I've not looked for on these, let me just have a quick look what I think of this. Do they have, let's turn these inside out. No, they don't. I was just wondering whether you could put the knee pads inside these. No, you can't. Then we can't have everything. Sizing, full range of sizes. My normal size, like as per usual, when anything I order from 511, I order the correct sizes and they always fit. There's no ifs or buts or messing about. As far as washing goes, just put them on a cool wash, right, warm iron, they come out really well. Right, the other thing I always find it interesting when I'm ironing anything with articulated knees is to learning to iron round corners, but you just get used to that after a while. If anybody's got any questions, queries, please drop me a line. Right, these are the Traverse Pants by 511. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe if you're a new viewer. That way you'll get the email updates to some of the many more video reviews that will be planned for the future. Right, if in the meantime, like I say, if you've got any queries or questions, please drop me a line. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.